Good morning. It is Tuesday, September 18th. It's a Thursday. Yesterday's workouts, according to the tracker, little bit iffy. First of all, run definitely went a little bit faster than I should have. Heart rate got a little bit higher than I wanted it to. Not a huge deal, long term, but definitely something to keep in mind. I want to make sure that I am doing my slow workouts slow. I don't want to be fatiguing my body too much, especially as I'm just starting to ramp up weekly mileage from being injured. Might not seem like much, going from 10 to 11 miles, but in that block, 2 of those runs are 4-mile long runs. And that's going to be the longest run that I've done since getting hurt. So I just want to make sure I'm giving my body enough time to recover. I was also supposed to bench yesterday. That did not happen. So benching is getting moved to tomorrow. But today I am going to be deadlifting, and that's my only workout for today. I'm super excited to just haul some weight around. As I've been sort of going back and looking through all the videos that I've made, they feel pretty jumbled to me. There's a lot of parts of the day missing and things that I think add to the story. I like the idea of telling a story about the day, and I think that's something that I just need to start to try to develop. So I'm going to start thinking on that, and we'll see how it goes. You might be asking yourself, what is that mysterious jar of white powder? This is my homemade electrolyte mix that is just table salt and some potassium and magnesium powder I found online mixed with some citric acid. And you might also be asking yourself, does it taste good? And the answer would be no, but it works really well. I've been having a scoop of that mixed in with some water pretty much every single day. When I was getting more into bike riding, I realized that I am super sodium deficient, and so I've started to take it a little bit more seriously, trying to get salt in throughout the day. I was doing Element and Liquid IV. I even bought a bag of bulk electrolyte from Gnarly Nutrition, but it's just so freaking expensive, and this ends up being like a couple of cents, maybe like 10 or 20 cents per serving. So I like it for that reason, and that reason only.
Running through today's workout, I started off with deadlift. Now, I love deadlifting, so this is usually my favorite day of the week. I worked up. My starting set was 225 pounds for 3, then 265 for 3, and a final set of 295 for 3. This is definitely feeling heavy, but it feels really good to be lifting something heavy. Once I was finished with deadlift, I moved on to some pull-ups. I did 4 sets of pull-ups, just 5 reps each, and after the first intro set, I added 10 pounds with a weighted belt. That's something I haven't really done before, but I really liked the way it felt, and I think what I'm going to start to do is just slowly increase the weight on my pull-ups. It's always something that I've had trouble with is, getting more pull-ups, feeling stronger on pull-ups. 5 is a rep range that feels really good for me, and when I added 10 pounds, it didn't feel like much of a difference, so I think that's what I'm going to start to do, is just slowly add weight onto this. The last exercise that I did for my back was this cable row. You can see I'm trying to lean forward and get some stretch at the top, but I'm really having trouble not just pulling the weight and sort of momentuming the weight back. So that's definitely something that I need to work on, but 135 pounds here for 10 reps. Once we moved on from the back workouts, we found this really cool machine in the gym that I've always wanted to try, and it's a guided shoulder lateral raise machine. So you can see here, this one's kind of a weird one. You actually lean your head against the machine in order to hit this rear delt fly. I thought it was pretty silly when I saw the outline of how you were supposed to do it, but the activation that I felt in my rear delts was incredible. This is a gym that I don't go to, but they had a free day pass, and this definitely has me considering signing up for it. This side of the machine is the main event, and this is really the thing that I wanted to try. I've seen this machine a lot in videos, and for myself, in a previous video, I talked about how lateral raises are a really awkward exercise for me. I feel like due to some imbalances in my shoulder, my arms are always doing something different, and I don't feel a ton of activation on lateral raises on my right shoulder. But on this guided one, it was absolutely blowing up my right delt. So really stoked to be able to try this machine here.